Hello everyone, it is Rory here at that Eurovision site, Eurovision with a Slice of Life. We are continuing on with our reactions to Festivali Këngës 2024-2025, the 63rd edition of Festivali Këngës. And yeah, I'm ready. We're gonna take on 10 songs in this video and let's get really started. I'm really excited to see what Albania is gonna bring this year. Full disclosure, I have listened to most of the songs. These are the last 10 songs that I need to hear, and I thought I wanted to get my full and honest reactions in there. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So, in this reaction, I'm going to be listening to the middle 10 songs that are going to be vying to represent Albania at Eurovision 2025. And the first song that we're going to be listening to is Gjergj Kaçinari with the song Larg, jetës. Now, my Albanian is absolutely horrible. So please, you know, if you speak Albanian and you're looking to see what people think, I do apologize. I really do. But I'm doing the best I can. But yeah, let's have a little look and see what they're going to do. So I kind of like these kind of intro. Ooh. It's not really thick without some kind of rock entry though, is there? Oh, that's a very low voice. Let me turn it up. It's quite heavy metal, but like in a 90s, 2000s kind of way. Immediately first impressions. This is also 3 minutes 27 seconds, this song, so they're gonna have to cut it down somewhat if this manages to go to Eurovision. So I'm gonna need, okay, we're getting to a chorus. It's quite interesting. It does feel a little bit dated, but that's kind of always the problem with Fic, is that a lot of the songs that they have feel like they're from the 80s, the 90s, those kinds of ones, and this just doesn't really kind of escape that. Come on. We're 2.5 minutes in, we've got 1 minute left. I'm wanting something else now to keep my interest because I'm kind of losing it. See, I like the guitars in it, but there's something about it that's just not catching me, if you know what I mean. Like, it sounds like something that could be on a B-side for like the final countdown or something like that. Right, okay. Larg, jetës. I don't know if I like that. Not the greatest start to the video, not gonna lie. I think it has some interesting elements to it, and I like how hard that the guitars go. But it just sounds a little too dated, I think, for Eurovision. In 2025, you need something with a little bit more modernity, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean, obviously Albania is known for revamping things, so if it was to go, it probably would get revamped somewhat, but yeah, not really for me. Sorry, Gjergj, sorry. So the next song that we're going to be checking out is the song Vërteta by Gresa Gjocera, I think is how you pronounce it. Again, sorry to anyone who's Albanian or can speak Albanian that knows this. I'm absolutely terrible, so we'll just go with it. So yeah, again, don't really have any preconceptions about who this is. So I'm going in with open ears, so I'm looking forward to seeing what she's got for us. I do like the kind of gramophone thing that they've got going on. It does look quite nice. Ooh. Very dramatic opening. Aha. That's what we're doing, Gresa. That's what we're doing. At least there's some oomph to it. There's something interesting to keep you, like, engaged. It's immediately giving me, like, a little bit of Titan or Zemrendor, but, like, in terms for the melody, but with this it feels like with a bit more grit to it. And it's immediately better than Gresa. It's got a modern feel to it, so that obviously it would need a revamp, but there's potential here. It's got elements, because you could do that. You could just need to like a little bit extra just to like really keep you like, oh wow, we're moving, you know? But I can see it on a Eurovision stage. So, like, with a bit of kind of like strutting and walking, maybe a few bits of like strobing. Interesting middle eight. Vocally, she's on point. Okay, so that's she's sing, girl, sing. Hopefully, she's still got a voice by the end of that. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Definitely a switch up compared to Gjergj's song, which is good because, you know, it's nice to have a little bit of variety to it. Yeah, I kind of like that, to be honest. There was something a little bit fresh in there. There was a little bit of attitude. There was a little bit of grit. Now, it is also 3 minutes 10, this video, so probably, you know, you'd have to shave off a second or two either side of this just to make sure that, you know, it fits within the contest rules. But interesting. For fic, this is like quite modern, actually, to be honest. So I feel like we should probably like take the win where we can. But yeah, I kind of like that. I thought it was pretty cool. So next up, the third song that we're going to be listening to today is by this artist Jet, and the song is going to be called Gjallë, I think. Again, no real sort of preconceptions or anything like that. He's looking like he's got like a nice sort of pair of sunglasses in this, so maybe he's a kind of cool character kind of person. So let's have a look and see. Let's have a look. Oh, he's got a lot of rings and mesh tops. Oh, that is a coat. Hello. Where can I buy that coat? Ooh. Okay, so it's another long intro. How long is this? 3 minutes 34. Again, it will have to definitely be taken out in order to cut down to Eurovision standards. Very nice vocal. Very delicate. Very dramatic. Again, fic has a bit of a reputation for this, but it works. Fic with a trap beat? What's going on? Come on! Where are you going with this? I feel like it could have gone a little bit more, but... Okay. Interesting chorus. Very interesting. How are they going to build on it, though? Because there's quite a lot of energy in this, so they need to do something else now. Vocals. Where are the vocals? There. They are... Oh, wow. Come on, where are they going? Okay, they've kind of added a few extra elements in here for the second chorus. Yeah, there we go. I want a little bit more just added elements, keep going, build on this momentum. So this will be really good on the stage, I think, if he's got really good staging. Hopefully his voice is going to be absolutely shot by the end of the Eurovision if he did this. It's very, again, very dramatic, but well. Is fic going modern, guys? What the fuck? What? Did they just take some caffeine? Did RTSH finally just take some caffeine and we're like, right, let's make this a modern competition? I'm in shock, but I really like that. It was really good. I don't know where they're gonna take 30 seconds out for that, but I mean, could be a whole experiment, you know. I don't know what to make of that. I think it was really good. But for Albania, like, what is this? Anyway, hopefully it carries on with the next few songs, but I'm impressed. So the next song that we're going to be checking out is by the artist Kejsi Jazxhi, and she's going to be singing the song Bota, hesht. I think that's probably how you're meant to say it. No idea what to expect from this, so let's just hit play. Oh, she's got blue hair. She looks very petite. Ooh. It's very sultry. It's very like, oh. Ooh, that little bit guitar plucking, I like that. These little guitar riffs, they're very reminiscent to me of like London Grammar. And I kind of like that, because I really love London Grammar. But it feels very like I'm walking down the street late at night and all this kind of thing. Okay, chorus. That's not what I wanted it to do. That's not what I wanted. It reminds me of a song. What song does it remind me of? I like what they're trying to do with it. Like, you know, this kind of sleazy bar, walking home in the middle of the night, just being like, oh, I don't care. Again, they have good concepts. I just don't think I like what's coming in this chorus. This is also 4 minutes, so they're gonna have to like cut a whole minute out of this as well. This riff is gonna piss me off because I can't remember what it says. I know it. I'll tell you after. It's kind of similar, yeah. Ooh, a nice little bit of a high note, kind of bit at the end. It's a pleasant listen. I can't say it's not a pleasant listen, because I am enjoying it, but is it right for Eurovision? I'm not 100% sure. I think, like, personally I like it, but in a Eurovision context, I don't think it would do very well, which is a problem. The song it reminded me of is by an Irish artist called Anya Cahill, and she had a song called Black Dahlia, which is sort of it's telling the story about this woman who was murdered in Hollywood, but it has that kind of same sultry kind of James Bond-esque kind of guitar picks, those kinds of things. And I don't know if that was what she was trying to go for, but I'm intrigued by it. I will hope that, like, because a lot of the time with Fick, they're always going to just stand on the stage and just sing, right? I want her to utilize the stage. If she's going to go for this sultry vibe, she needs to utilize the stage. So I'm a little bit nervous for her, but if she got a shit in gear, something could be taken from this. So I don't know, maybe this could be something good. I'm just nervous because, again, Albania, you just don't know what to expect from them, do you? So, very interesting, this national finals. They're actually doing something different, which is what I like. So, fair play to Albania for that. So the next song that we're going to be checking out is by the artist Klea Dina with the song Dashuri, Ndiej, I think is how you pronounce it. Now, Klea, if Wikipedia is telling me right, is the replacement for one of the artists who ended up withdrawing from the festival after the announcements were made. So, I mean, take your opportunity, girl. When you have an opportunity, take it. So, yeah, let's have a little look and see what she's got. How long is this one again? 3 minutes 42. Okay, so I've been waiting for a ballad. We haven't had one yet, and this is it so far. She's got a very soft, nasal voice. It's very slow to begin with, but let's see where it's going. A little bit of violin fucking, okay. These little kind of electronic elements kind of coming in on the sides, panning. Pretty interesting. This feels like it should be the chorus. This also does have a similar feel to the last song, in the sense where it's a little bit James Bond-esque. At least in this first part. Things could change, but see, a little bit of a beat coming in. See, I like the sound of it. Again, this is something that I would listen to probably outside of a Eurovision context. But in the context of Eurovision, it might be a little bit too slow to really get people's interest. But she's singing it really well, you know? She's in really good control of her voice. It sounds really good. Oh. Right, there we go. Finally, something with a bit more, like, production, you know? A bit of a beat. Only with 40 seconds left to go in the song, though. Jesus. You scream, girl. You go for it. She looks young, which makes sense that she's got a very soft voice. I can see why it was kind of, like, there or not, if it should have been, like, in the initial lineup. I think I liked it. Again, like I said, if it was outside of a Eurovision context, this kind of slow, kind of emotional ballad with like kind of flitters of electronic elements in it, it would sound pretty good to me, but in a Eurovision context, I just don't think it would really work. Which is a shame because, again, like these kinds of songs don't really get representation at Eurovision. So to have these kinds of things, especially when they're becoming a lot more popular, would be quite a nice little addition, but will it make enough impact? I don't know. So the next song, we're now over halfway through the songs that we're going to be listening to in this video. So the next song that we're going to be listening to is by Kleansa Susaj with the song Dija. And again, don't really have any idea on what this could be, so let's have a little look and see. Dija. Sounds interesting. Okay, so there's nothing so far after this. Okay, come on. Interesting. For an outfit like that, that's not the kind of style of song immediately that I would have pegged it to be, but... So this is more of the ballad style thing, maybe, than compared to Klea's one, but... Nice little bit of guitar coming in this first chorus, just to give us a little bit of instrumental. Yeah, this is very thick. This is the thick ballad. If you think of the songs, you know, back in Fick's past, this is the kind of ballad that they would have. Which is good for Fick, but not for Eurovision. Like, it's kind of nice listening to, but it's not competitive. It doesn't have the same kind of immediate impact, you know? Okay, a little bit of something. A little bit of clapping in this kind of instrumental bit. But obviously with the guitar, it's very thick. It's so thick. And this is like, we need these kinds of songs. But it's not for Eurovision. Like, she sings it well, but it's just, yeah. Again, she looks young, so fair play to her for being able to go into such a big, like, contest. But yeah, this is just not for me. It's nice that it's there, you know, and we need these kinds of songs, you know, to kind of show the diversity of the music. But it is just not for me, is it? Yeah. Sorry, Kleansa, that's just not for me. So the next song that we're going to be checking out is by the artists Laorjan, Ejlli and Adelina Corraj. Is Laorjan Ejlli related to Louise Ejlli from Zjarftot, Albania 2006? If that's the case, maybe I might like this song, because I did really... Zjarftot was my number one in 2006 at one point, so intriguing to see what they're going to do. And the song is called Athu as well. I didn't say that. Okay, we're getting another ballad. But it's a duet this time. Again, a bit of a sultry kind of feel to it, but also kind of passion in there. The strings are by far and away the best thing that ever comes out of Fick, because the string arrangement is just so nice. But I can't say that I would be able to remember this. Like, if this was playing in a bar or something like that, and someone was singing it, I would sit there and listen to it. If you asked me, oh, a key change. I thought we left those behind, man. But yeah, if you asked me to like go through this song and sing any bit of it to you, I don't think I'd be able to do it. I can see them singing it to each other though, and I can see it being very like dramatic in the performance, so that is something good. But it's just not grabbing me. I'm not really sure what to make of it. But I don't think that's a good thing. Yeah, like, we're getting towards the end of the song now, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit bored. Yeah, that just wasn't really for me, to be honest. That just doesn't really strike a chord. I think it was a little bit kind of bland. So yeah, I'm hoping that they don't go pick that one. That's just for me. But yeah, look, like I said, these songs are needed, so it's nice to have them. So yeah, fair enough. Right, we're on the home stretch now, guys, so let's hope that these last three songs are going to be pretty good. So the next song that we're going to be listening to is Lorenc Hasrama with the song Frymë, I think. He seems like he's a very kind of... He's standing tall in his thumbnail, so I'm wondering if he's kind of like a proud man that's going to be, you know, singing such a heartfelt song about how he misses his love, his Dashuri, and he's, you know, going to be singing about those kinds of things. I don't know. We'll see. This is also 3 minutes 33, so again, this would have to be cut down for Eurovision if it did go. Again, very dramatic kind of opening with the kind of horns. Am I already calling it that I was right? Okay, there's a beat coming in early, so this is good. Got a good voice, this one. I think I like what it's trying to do. I just want it to be a little bit more wide encompassing. But his voice is really good. His voice is definitely the best thing about all of this. The verses are not really as memorable as the chorus. At least with the chorus, there's a little bit of, you know, there's a bit of oomph to it, and there's a little bit of memorability in this. Like I can already hum it, you know? Kind of breakdown bit. Wonder if he's gonna do some kind of thing like this, or if he's gonna do some choreography. I hope it's the former, because this choreo wouldn't look good with this. Feel what you need to feel, Lorenc. That's kind of a spanner in the works, to be honest. I kind of like that. It was a nice song to listen to, and it kept you engaged and it kept you interested. So I wonder how well that will do with the televote, you know? I feel like if the way that it was staged was really good, and if he gave a really good vocal performance, I think there's something that's in there. Whether or not that'll happen, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, but it's going to be interesting. Let's have a little look then and see what some other of the competition is going to be like. So second last song now that we're going to be checking out. So reaching the end. This time around, we're going to be looking at Luna Çausholli, I think that's how you meant to say it, with the song Qiell apo ferr. If it was Diell, I know that would mean sun, but I don't know what Qiell is, so I guess we'll find out. So yeah, she's got a guitar in her thumbnail, so maybe she's doing a little bit of strumming, you never know. So I'm intrigued. Well, there's the guitar immediately off the get-go. It's very dreamy to begin with. It's very nice, actually. It sounds very hopeful, but it also sounds like it could turn into a sad song at any moment. It's a head swayer, I can say that. Kind of also feels like it might be something that would maybe be accepted into Festival Canção almost, you know? In the sense of the arrangement and the clarity of the voice. It has a little innocence to it in a way that national selection would also have. Like Inish Apenish. I do want it to kind of pick up a little bit though. You know, it's very nice with this kind of guitar and a small bit of drumming and some of the strings, but you know, this is the time for the production to kind of swell up a little bit, you know? And how long is this? 3 minutes 55, so they just have to cut a whole minute from this. lot. It's just what it says on the screen. I can see where they could make cuts to get this down. But she's got a really delicate voice. It's really quite nice to listen to. And it feels like it's like a nice love song in that kind of way. I do like it. Nice little bit of piano at the end. I think that's quite a nice song. I think it is, and it feels like if they had a little bit of fun with it in a revamp and they took it to Eurovision, they could make a bit more of a moment with it, you know? But I feel like it could risk being a little bit Molly Sterling if you know what I mean, and where, you know, it's a young girl in front of using an instrument and stuff, and people may not connect with it straight away. But for the meantime, it's quite a nice little listen, so I think that's a really good shout. I think it's very nice. And we're finally on to the last song of what we're going to be looking at today, and it is Mal with Antihero. Now, Mal we definitely know because Mal won Festivali Këngës last year, but didn't get to go to represent Albania because they split the prizes basically. So maybe he's back to try and go to Eurovision this time around. I'm going to be intrigued to see what he's like, because his song last year was a bit chaotic and he was not a particularly interesting person to watch on stage. So let's hope there's no Blanco moments, if you know what I mean. So I'm intrigued. Let's see. Mal, Antihero, and I'm hoping this is also not Taylor Swift. So 3 minutes 16, so it's not too bad. Again, beats. Right. The first thing that comes to mind to me is something that is a mix of Ollie from Eerste Laul that was got into Sanremo. and they're like kind of mixing together in the midpoint, which I guess is in Albania. So it's very like fast paced. The BPM is very high. It does give off really good opportunities for good staging, very energetic staging to, you know, use every bit of the stage. It might just be a little bit too fast paced, I feel like, for some people, but I can see there's going to be a group of people who will definitely like this style of music, especially the way that it's like modern and also using like a traditional orchestra sound in it too. Like little guitar, so like, you know. I just hope he's really just not going to like lose it on stage and just go like climbing into the orchestra, because that was just not great. It does have a little bit like a post-punk feel to it as well. Like you could have it like, you know, in one of those kind of post-punk band songs as well. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I mean, he's a winner of FIC for a reason, and it's very obvious that like he knows what he's doing, so maybe this could be a good shout for him. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe he could do it 2 times in a row, but kind of get to Eurovision. I think that would be an interesting one, because I don't think we would have a song like that. So that is something good in the sense of Albanians, like, diversity. Is it the right song, though? I don't know yet. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, so these are the middle 10 songs that Festivali Këngës 2024-2025, the 63rd edition, like how I said at the beginning. Pretty interesting bunch, not gonna lie. And I'm intrigued to see how it's gonna come across on stage. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the show is going to progress. And of course it's Ficmas, so we have to celebrate Ficmas where we can. But yeah, let us know what you think. You know, what do you think of the songs that I've reacted to? Do you think that, you know, do you agree with what I've said about some of these songs? Do you disagree? Which ones do you think I should have listened to maybe again? Or which ones do you think that I should have listened to in this bunch? Feel free to subscribe, hit the button below, comment who you think is your favorite from the selection, and also just check out our other reactions for Festivali Këngës as well, because, you know, we've got 2 other videos on those coming out too. And yeah, I'm really intrigued to see how it's gonna go. See you later.